My name is Angelo, and I lost 160 pounds in 14 months.
And my name is Calvin, and I lost 140 pounds in 12 months.
Here are three big mistakes that we wished we knew before we started our weight loss journey. Number one, cardio is everything, especially if you weigh over 300 pounds. The reason why cardio is so important on your weight loss journey is because you need to have one focus. And we've noticed with a lot of our clients in the past, and ourselves especially, that when you're starting to lose weight, you need to have one goal in mind. And that is either lose fat or become bodybuilder, right? And for us, we just wanted to lose the weight completely. Afterwards, we'll focus on building muscle, and we just needed to prove to ourselves that we can lose over 100 pounds each.
We were never interested in becoming bodybuilders, even though we have put on muscle since losing over 140 pounds each. Our main focus at 330 pounds plus was losing the weight. The main focus that we focused on while losing the weight was cardio. The first few months on our weight loss journey, we didn't touch a single weight. We started off working out from home. We started doing push-ups, sit-ups, high knees, anything that we could do to get our body moving in a easy fashion from home in the most convenient way is how we started. What was the main focus for you before you could run? Because I had lost a substantial amount of weight, so I was actually able to run a lot quicker than Angelo.
Yeah, so Calvin started his weight loss journey before I did. And granted, I was always that brother that was hating, just like some of the family members you might have or people that are around you telling you you can't lose the weight, it's impossible for you, you're going to be fat forever. Like, bro, fuck that, don't listen to them. One thing that I saw between Calvin is once I saw the weight come off, I was like, okay, I can do this too. How am I going to catch up? And I knew that lifting weights wasn't going to be the way to do it. So as Calvin mentioned, doing the HIIT workouts from home, and then as I got comfortable with seeing some weight come off and get my body familiar with exercise, I took it to the gym. And once I got to the gym, I had done the elliptical machine. The elliptical machine is perfect for people that are extremely heavy because it's literally no pressure on your knees. For most of us, we have bad knees. We can't even step onto the treadmill without it stopping and feeling embarrassed in that time. And so for me to avoid that completely, I'd put a hoodie on, put some headphones on, grab a towel, throw it over the elliptical machine, and just go for 30 minutes at a time. And surprisingly, I lost about 20 pounds in my first month of doing that. And then after the next month, I saw more weight come off. I got down to like 300 pounds. And once I saw 300 pounds, I was like, okay, let me go longer now. Let me do, instead of 30 minutes, let me do an hour. And so I would just progressively make the cardio more difficult. I never decided to waver. I didn't say, okay, I lost 50 pounds. Let me go hit the weights now. Nah. Stayed consistent with the one thing that I saw was working. I didn't deviate. I didn't try anything new. I wasn't chasing shiny objects. I was staying focused on what was working, and I rinsed and repeated that thing over and over and over again. And it got to the point where I was around 250 pounds, 260, and I stepped on the treadmill and I started jogging, and it wasn't stopping on me. And I was like, this is perfect. So now this is the next level up from going from home workouts, not feeling secure in myself and being seen by people to working out. I had to get comfortable with the weight coming off to going to the gym, getting on the elliptical machine, making sure I was losing weight that way, getting on from the elliptical machine to the treadmill. And then once I hit the treadmill, I started jogging. It wasn't a full on sprint at first. I would still stop it, but I got to a level where I could do a jog and nothing was stopping in between. And then over time, the more weight came off, I started seeing the results even faster. And then I decided to start running and just kept going, rinse and repeat on cardio until I was at the point where I was like, okay, now it's time to start adding the muscle. I stuck true to the vision, and you guys need to do the same thing too.
The second tip that we advise to you on your weight loss journey is understanding intermittent fasting and how it is the ultimate hack for your weight loss. We had to learn how to practice abstinence. For the majority of our lives, we were so used to having fast food at our fingertips, having frozen food at our fingertips, being able to go into the freezer and grab Hot Pockets, frozen pizzas, frozen burritos, go into our pantry, grab hot Cheetos, Takis, and throw on a crazy amount of condiments on top and really just splurge ourselves with unhealthy food. And in our weight loss journey, we really practiced and mastered the art of abstinence and being able to say no to foods that we knew were going to harm us on our weight loss journey. Basically, just saying no to junk food in general. So, what this means is by 8 p.m. at night to 8 a.m. in the morning, at the very minimum, we would not eat. And this gave our body time to rest and recover, and overnight our body would build muscle and burn the fat from the previous day. So by the time that we woke up, we'd have this thing called morning skinny. And that is a phenomena that you experience is when you wake up and you step on a scale, you're substantially lighter than where you were the day before. And that is because your body is in rest mode and recovery mode overnight. And having that fast time from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. was a huge game changer in our weight loss journey. And we noticed the times that we didn't fast, we didn't see the results that we wanted to. But when we did fast, that's when we saw the weight start to knock off and the lean muscle started to build inside of our body.
Yeah, fasting is a huge thing because, like he mentioned, abstinence is the number one driving force on your weight loss journey. Right now, the reason why you are stuck at where you're at is because every time you see something that makes you hungry or you see food or you smell it driving down the road, your impulses and your senses kick in and you just have to pull off and go into the drive-through. Or someone's offering you a bite of a snack or a bite of some food and you find a way to not, you can't say no. You feel like you just have to do it every single time. And learning to say no to food is the biggest key to losing weight because it's not going to stop. No one's going to stop offering you food. You're never going to just not see another fast food chain again in your life. You're never going to be away from food. Food is literally around 24/7. In this day and age, it's impossible to get around it. Like you will see commercials, advertisements. Food is just being, no pun intended, shoved down your throat all the time. And for you to take control of your life, it first starts off by saying no. So a lot of people want to say like, hey, how do I lose weight? What foods do I need to eat? We'll tell you, what do you need to avoid? That's the only way to lose weight. Stop looking at the things that you can put into your body to lose weight. It's counterintuitive. It sounds very simple once you hear it explained. You need to stay away from food, take time away from food, and learn a healthy balance of that. Not saying starve yourself, although you will feel like you're starving sometimes on a fast. That's why going from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. is a great fast. And if you feel like you can take it to the next level, we weren't really hungry for breakfast on our weight loss journey. We would go from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. and then have our first meal at lunchtime. You have lunch, you get full off your first meal, and then you're like, okay, let's keep going. Let's push this off until the evening time. You have your dinner time, you eat, and you go back to sleep again. And you just rinse and repeat that same pattern over and over again. And that brings us to our third tip is water. Okay? Water is more important than food on your weight loss journey. Yes, I'll say that again. Water is more important than eating food. And the reason why this is because every time you feel that hunger sense in your body, you're not actually hungry. Okay, you're not going to pass out dead if you skip a meal. We're far beyond that time in this day and age where you have to understand the difference between being hungry, bored, and dehydrated. And 90% of the time, you are dehydrated. Most people don't drink enough water during the day, and they think that they do. But if you actually tracked it, you should be having about a gallon of water per day. And I'm just going to show you. This is what I use every single day. Before I decide to overconsume on food, I need to check where I'm at in my times for water. And as you can see, it's listed out the times, if you can focus. It says different times to drink water. And so this keeps me on track. And if I don't drink this during the day, I find myself way more hungry than I actually am. And I'll notice myself wanting to snack more often, wanting to grab something quick to eat. But if I drink this, it takes the hunger away completely. And so on top of fasting, drinking water consistently is so important. And you need to do it every day. It's not a I did it today, I don't do it tomorrow type deal. It's drink this every day. Your stomach's going to get smaller. Your digestive system's going to work better. You're overall just going to feel more satiated because it's not actually food being in your body, which you don't need all the time, but you're actually more hydrated, which keeps your organs running better. Your body's flushing out toxins, and you just literally have a healthier lifestyle by drinking more water. So those are the 3 mistakes that we learned on our weight loss journey, and you should apply them as well. You'll see magnificent results, and we hope that this video helped you out.